This is Captain George standing to watch in White Horse, Canada. Marvelous town. And that's the town. It's one of the largest town in the province of Yukon. The largest. It's the capital of Yukon. Anyhow, we're holding forth here, waiting for a colleague to join us, Guy Consul, an old mate of mine from many years of sailing, and we plan to take on Alaska. So this is Captain George saying bon voyage. Hi there, this is Captain George. This is the rig that we have up in Alaska. It's a Ford 350 diesel engine in this pickup truck, and it's a trailer that's about 34 feet long, and it's our home, and has been the home for the last years, on and off, of course. Yes.
Sorry, excuse me, George.
This is Seward. We're back here again. It's a marvelous spot. Notice this great painting behind us. It's not the real thing, but we thought it was kind of interesting. Anyhow, we're going to be taking a lot of photographs of Seward, mountains, people, and this is one of them. So this is, I'm on the watch in Seward.
Once again, a little higher up here on the Exit Glacier, part of the Harding ice field, which covers about 48 miles by 80 miles, I think it was. Those might be. Anyway, it's very large. And it wasn't, surprisingly, it wasn't discovered for decades and decades, so it's kind of funny. There's another glacier up top. And then this is what they call a standing to watch for George, Captain George. Yeah, I can't see that.
It's 8 p.m. in Homer, and it's a wonderful evening here. We've been seeing all kinds of things that are beautiful, and this is Cook's Bay. The great Captain Cook, who did all the exploration and all the things that finally ended his life somewhere in the Hawaiian Islands, I guess. But it's a marvelous place at a marvelous time of day. Go.
Okay, so I'm Bill Sullivan. We're in the parking lot outside of the Great Playa Azul Mexican restaurant in Kenai, Alaska.
Right.
And I'm a commercial fisherman. I've made my living as a commercial fisherman, except for a few construction jobs in the late 90s. That's what I've done entirely since 1974.
So tell us about the fishing industry now. What's happening?
Okay, that's a tough one for people to understand, because the first thing you need to understand is, as far as the salmon fishing in Cook Inlet goes, is Cook Inlet is right adjacent to the largest population center in the state, being Anchorage. So you get a lot of people that want these salmon. And people being people, they're greedy. If they've got some, they want more. So we're constantly fighting with politicians, and because the sport fishermen have way more numbers than the commercial fishermen. And to a politician, numbers are votes. So they have way more influence on the political sphere than we do. So we're constantly wrestling with them to get time and area out in the water in order to harvest fish. The run this year is not particularly strong, but it's by no means a run in jeopardy. It's a healthy run. But they won't let us go fish in areas where we're liable to catch a decent number of fish. And I'm not talking about a number of fish that's going to make me or any other fisherman rich. Just pay the bills. This is, like I said, I've been commercial fishing salmon and other species, but salmon in Cook Inlet since 1977. And this will be the worst year that I ever had. And you don't even have to bother to adjust for inflation. It's just the worst year ever.
Good. Heritage. No. All right. This is the United Protestant Presbyterian Church in Palma, Alaska. This is a significant church in a community that was placed together as a community in the early part of the Depression, where people came from the Dakotas and from Minnesota, farmers, and became part of this church and this experience. Its land coming apart from the grant that was given to the church, and also the 1,000 logs that was part of the arrangement with the government to build and to sustain this community in its trouble. This church has been an example of the church in action. On the Watch has found the largest mountain in the northern hemisphere. It's called Mount McKinley. Take a look at it. It's the one in the middle. It's just over 20,000 feet. So, on the watch, on a distant thing. We're at the Museum of the North. It's a magnificent museum located on the campus of the University of Alaska. It's a gathering together of artifacts relating to the culture of this community and of the state, called the Last Frontier. We can all learn a lot from this kind of project. So, standing to watch at the Museum of the North.